For the sexes, the gates of paradise. What is man? The sun's light, when he unfolds it, depends on the organ that beholds it. Mutual forgiveness of each vice, such are the gates of paradise. Against the accuser's chief desire, who walked among the stones of fire, Jehovah's finger wrote the law, then wept, then rose in zeal and awe, and the dead corpse from Sinai's heat, buried beneath his mercy seat. O Christians, Christians, tell me why you rear it on your altars high. I found him beneath a tree. Water, thou waterest him with tears. Earth, he struggles into life. Air, on cloudy doubts and reasoning cares. Fire, that end in endless strife. At length, for hatching ripe, he breaks the shell. What are these, alas, the female martyr? Is she also the divine image? My son, my son. I want. Help, help. Aged ignorance, perceptive organs closed, their objects close. Does thy God, O priest, take such vengeance as this? Fear and hope are vision. The traveller hasteth in the evening. Death's door. I have said to the worm, thou art my mother and my sister. The keys, the caterpillar on the leaf, reminds thee of thy mother's grief, of the gates. My eternal man set in repose, the female from his darkness rose, and she found me beneath the tree, a mandrake, and in her veil hid me. Serpent reasonings us entice, of good and evil, virtue and vice. Doubt, self-jealous, watery folly, struggling through earth's melancholy, naked in air, in shame and fear, blind in fire, with shield and spear. Two-horned reasoning, cloven fiction, in doubt which is self-contradiction, a dark hermaphrodite we stood, rational truth, root of evil and good. Round me flew the flaming sword, round her snowy whirlwinds roared, freezing her veil, the mundane shell. I rent the veil where the dead dwell. When weary man enters his cave, he meets his saviour in the grave. Some find a female garment there, and some a male woven with care, lest the sexual garment sweet should grow a devouring winding sheet. One dies, alas, the living and dead, one is slain and one is fled. In vain glory hatched and nursed, by double spectres self-accursed. My son, thou treatest me, but as I have instructed thee, on the shadows of the moon, climbing through night's highest noon, in time's ocean, falling drowned, in aged innocence profound, holy and cold, I clip the wings of all sublunary things, and in depths of my dungeons close the Father and the Sons. But when once I did descry the immortal man that cannot die, through evening shades I haste away to close the labours of my day. The door of death I open found, and the worm weaving in the ground. Thou art my mother from the womb. Wife, sister, daughter to the tomb, weaving to dreams the sexual strife, and weeping over the web of life. To the accuser who is the God of this world, truly my Satan, thou art but a dunce, and dost not know the garment from the man. Every harlot was a virgin once, nor canst thou ever change Kate into Nan. Thou art worshipped by the names divine of Jesus and Jehovah. Thou art still the son of morn, in weary night's decline, the lost traveller's dream, under the hill.